Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the Crown Coliseum. Whew, that was a rush. I have had to fill the role of both the ringside announcer here on Rocky versus Rambo night, hustle all the way up the stairs, and be back here in the broadcast booth to bring you the game on the Marksmen Radio Network and Hockey TV. I'm Drew Blevins, delighted to have you with us. This is going to be a fantastic matchup, the 15th and final one of the season between the Macon Mayhem and the Fayetteville Marksmen. It's Rocky versus Rambo night here. The Marksmen will be in the gold Rocky uniforms. Meanwhile, Macon will be in the black and peach tone Rambo uniforms. Derek Boehm with Ian Krinsky and Phil Roosler, our officiating crew. As the puck is dropped, sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Fayetteville, North Carolina. As away we go with Jarrett Cupp lofting this one up to center. It'll be taken by the Mayhem and dumped right back in on Brent Moran. Moran had the night off yesterday, coming back into the contest tonight as Cameron lays a hit on Matt McNair, but it's a 2-on-1. Frey shoots, he scores! Tanner Fraze opens the scoring for the Fayetteville Marksmen. It's 1-0, less than 30 seconds into this contest. Big start for the Marksmen here. And you heard us in Marksmen pregame talk about how important it was going to be to have a quick start to this one. As the Fayetteville Marksmen get things off and running. Here's a hit from behind that's laid on Brian Moore. And this is going to be a penalty almost immediately thereafter. Just 30 seconds into the contest, Tanner Fraze opens the scoring for the Marksmen. And we'll get a penalty on Brian Kerrigan for roughing against Brian Moore. So seemingly just as quickly as the puck dropped, we now find ourselves looking at the Marksmen on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Marksmen went 0 for 4 on the St. Peter Pest Control power play yesterday. Told you in Marksmen pregame the special teams battle could be key in this one. This is Brian Moore. Sends it to the near side goalpost. Centering pass. Knocked down on the way through. Reimers gets the rebound. Scoops it behind the net. Here's a pass all the way to the point as Hoffman will swing to Moore. To the far side wing. A quick snap wrister by Reimers is blocked on the way through. Marksmen find the rebound. Hussey throws out the pad, but the Mayhem are unable to clear. Moore pushes to the near wing for McCloy as he gives it up to the point for Andrew Lane. Lane walks into a wrist shot in and out of the glove of Hussey. McCloy finds the rebound for the Marksmen. McCloy turns with it, passes behind the net. So the Marksmen will move there. Gerard trying to find a path, has to give it back up to the point. Here's Brian Moore. Swings to the far side wing as Reimers probes. Sends it to Taylor Best. A pass between his legs is intercepted, and the Mayhem will survive the length of the rink. A minute gone by, and the Marksman man advantage. Just 90 seconds into this contest, and Fayetteville has a 1-0 lead early. A backhanded pass to Shane Bednard, who will take it behind Brent Moran. It'll be given off here, and Oliveri will drop it back for Bednard. Pushed up off the far sideboards. The puck will be taken there by Bush Anderson, and he'll lift it safely all the way down to the other end. Drake Glover there to retrieve the puck for the Marksmen. As Fayetteville will saunter ahead. 30 seconds to go in their power play. The far side boards. This will be dumped in by the Marksman. Hussey plays it with the stick. It rolls right up and into the netting, out of play. Crafty play by Greg Hussey, and it's been a whirlwind week for the Hussey family as Greg remains the number 2 option in net here for the Macon Mayhem. Brendan, his younger brother, was cut earlier this week. And Hussey's been a guy, Brendan Hussey that is, at one point he was the leading scorer for the Macon Mayhem early in the season and had a goal in the 3-2 win last Friday against the Marksmen in Georgia. And it was a little bit of a head-scratcher as to what happened in that situation, but that certainly leaves an offensive hole. Here's a chance in front, poked just wide as the Marksmen go right back on the attack. That may be the last chance of the power play as this is lifted out, and Don Oliveri will go to chase. Oliveri sends to Shane Bednard. Fresh off the bench, FX Gerard had a touch at it. This will be taken away and dumped in by Macon as Coash goes to fight for position along with Miles Harvey, the newest marksman. Macon will hold the line on the far side boards. Sent to Cody Rogers. He'll backhand in front. Quick snap wrister on goal. Moran says no. And the Marksmen are back out to center 3-on-2. Off the near side boards, McNair run into hard as Coash took a run at him. And Macon already starting to break out the physical play. This was a critical portion of their game in their win over the Marksmen 8 days ago. Punched up the near side boards. This puck's going to roll in the fresh ice around Cutting. He'll have to lean on the other tower of a defenseman, Ethan Bush Anderson. Anderson sends it off the far boards. This will be dumped in by Macon. Ethan Bush Anderson, as we shared with you before, on a dangerous pass to the slot, and the Marksmen will quelch that opportunity. Devin Brink will find the puck, though. But Bush Anderson was a former Division III college basketball player at Alma College before transferring to Northern Michigan to pursue hockey more seriously. Had the chance to see him last year get up some jump shots in his brief stay with the Carolina Thunderbirds in the Federal League, and he's still got it. Very talented basketball player. Centering pass off the stick of Moran. The Marksman will lift this one up to the near side boards. It's out, and Taylor Cutting will sweep across to the far side boards. Bush Anderson takes it at the center ice face-off circle, and he'll dump it in with Moran directing traffic. Zach Hoffman going back to retrieve. Hoffman has played alongside Don Oliveri, and in this game he'll go right back to playing alongside Jarrett Cupp, who was his second defensive partner when he joined the Marksman organization. Puck will be taken on the far side boards by Dakota Ulmer, keying back into the lineup tonight. Here's a quick snap wrister by Brink, knocked down by Moran. A big rebound is behind the net. A hard hit late as Ulmer took a spill. This is Brian Moore with the puck for the Marksman. Will backhand to Hoffman. Skates ahead of his own blue line. Sends a pass ahead to Reimers, who will chop it in, sending Taylor McCloy to go to chase against Brian Etter. Etter plays it back behind the net, looking for some help in the near side corner. He had Soper there. This is turned over off the far boards. Marksmen will have it in their attacking end. On the near side goalpost, a bouncing puck eludes the stick of the captain McCloy, and this one's right back out to center. Ulmer will dump it in wide of Brent Moran, and Harrison Harper will come by to find it. Harper looking all the way up ice, pirouettes once, in trouble, finds Bednard, as Bednard will be worked on by Coash. Bednard sends it up the near boards. This is intercepted. Coash feeds across to the far side wing as he was looking for help from Soper, who had hopped up into the rush. Behind the net, Devin Brink looking for possession here. A bouncing puck in the slot, taken away by the Marksman, and Fayetteville survives to center. Pitched ahead is going to chase is Bednard, chopped down by Kerrigan legally as he'll push it up for Cody Rogers. Rogers backhands it in across the attacking blue line. 14-17 to go in the first period. Moved quickly up ice here by Best. So he'll float it forward looking for Biesinger to go to chase. Instead it'll be dumped in. Hussey wants to play it out. I tell you, these Rambo jerseys, Greg Hussey has the perfect setup with the All Black. Here's a drive around the far side defenseman. A quick shot off Moran, and the rebound catches the boards. It'll go all the way down to Hussey's end. Taylor Cutting, pressured from behind as this puck jostles free in the slot. Here's a quick snapper. Hussey makes the save, and he'll hang on. 13:47 to go in the first period here in Fayetteville, and the Marksmen lead 1-0.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
13:47 to go in the first period here on Rocky versus Rambo night, and a quick jab thrown by the team in the Rocky uniforms. Tanner Fraze scoring 21 seconds into the contest. Fraze, with his 13th goal of the season, and a guy that has really victimized this Macon group. And that goes all the way back to October 29th when he scored the game-tying goal in the final 5 minutes on the power play to send that to a shootout and continue the Marksmen win streak over the Mayhem as this one floats into Brent Moran, and he'll melt it down. I think that's big for Fraze, too, somebody who's been known to be a leader, quiet guy, very much goes about his business and just playing the game, and somebody who's got the skills to be able to back up that demeanor. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Brent Moran. 13:27 to go in this first period. And the Marksmen have it behind the net, turned over there, but the pass to the far wing is errant. FX Girard's around his man, looking for a burst of speed, but he's cut off by Kerrigan. Good play made by Fraze, who deflected the clearing pass, so the Marksmen will take over at their own blue line. This is Cup, who gives it ahead to Fraze. He'll settle for just tapping it into the attacking zone. Soper will play it to Brian Kerrigan. He'll trade places with Dakota Ulmer up the near wing. Pass across the ice is wild. The Marksmen take it one more time at the red line. Jarrett Cup will skate it into the attacking zone here. Kerrigan meets him behind the net. Cup loses possession of the puck as Macon begins the breakout on the far side boards. A backhanded pass initially intercepted by Moore, who gives a whack at his man. That's Coash. He's forward to the attacking blue line, but lost the puck at the tops of the face-off circles on the far side boards, and the Marksmen will hold in their own end. Brightly colored uniforms for the Marksmen, and for Rocky purists, they may not be the most appealing as Coash dumps it in. And here's the whole reason why. And I think they look fantastic. It's something fun, fresh, and new. And we'll undoubtedly get into the history of this promo night as we go throughout the broadcast. But the reason the purists aren't thrilled is it's the gold and black Rocky robe that was worn throughout the movies by Rocky Balboa. It's the Apollo Creed red, white, and blue boxing trunks, if you will. So a little cross-pollination in the characters represented, but my goodness, this has been one of the most unique and most dedicated rebrand nights with the Rocky versus Rambo theme, and the Marksmen do have one specialty jersey left on rebrand night. Well, they're turning into the Carolina Reapers, and that'll be a lot of fun next Saturday right here in Fayetteville against the Birmingham Bulls. Here's Taylor Best. He'll send it to the far wing, and the Marksmen are right back into attacking ice in the form of Tommy Biesinger. Cracked crossing the blue line, coughs up the puck, but Fayetteville once again has it at center. And this is where I thought the Marksmen really dominated the course of the game yesterday, is taking away center ice, and it's been really, really big to watch the Marksmen clog up the neutral zone. And up until the third period, there wasn't a lot of puck moving going on for the Mayhem. Here's a centering pass that goes off the back of the skate of the crashing Brian Etter. This puck's up in the air and scooped up by Taylor Best. Best chips it off the far side boards. He's around Bush Anderson, but good speed by the Mayhem to come back and cut him off. Here's a hard hit delivered on Bednard, who will choke the puck on the near side boards for a second, but Ulmer's able to get it out. The Marksmen will regroup. Biesinger bumped by Ulmer at the blue line again. Bednard sweeping in to grab the puck. Tied up with his own man, Andrew Lane, and he'll send to the near wing for Drake Glover. So a new line comes on for the Marksmen. Biesinger has the puck for a moment, lost the puck in the skates of Devin Brink, and now Mikkel Junk will give it ahead. It'll be dumped right in on to Moran. He'll catch and quickly play it to the near side corner. Drake Glover, that's Miles Harvey, the sizable defenseman, will push to Matt McNair. McNair sends it up the near side boards. This is going to roll all the way to the goal line and just will be icing with 10:36 to go in the first period. Fun story about Miles Harvey that was relayed to me a couple of days ago by Marksman President Alex Wall. He had known Harvey from his time with the Orlando Solar Bears, but one of the more fun parts is Harvey had actually coached Wall at some of the hockey camps that were held in Florida. And he had known Miles Harvey for a long time. And, of course, Alex always running around doing something on game day as the team president, but told me yesterday that he found himself watching a couple of shifts and seeing an old friend out there playing for the team he's working for. Rather rewarding. Chance for the Mayhem down the near side boards. This is Lambrecht. He fires well wide of the far side post. As the Marksmen look for the puck, they've got it at the red line. Settled and driving is Matt McNair. He shoots right off the shin pad of the defender who is in front of him. And the hard hit delivered by Brian Etter, who has bounced up and down between the Southern Professional and the ECHL throughout the course of the season, most recently with the Jacksonville Icemen in northern Florida. This is Brian Moore, pressured, gives the puck to the point. This is Hoffman who has it, and he'll get some help from McCloy. New line combination here for Moore to play on. FX Girard sends behind the net for Brian Moore. Moore centers. It goes off the skates of Etter. Moore regains possession, having to work around Derek Bain, the referee. To the far side point, Oliveri will find Jarrett Cup. Cup shovels to McCloy. Up to the point, Hoffman now sends a shot through traffic. Moore whacking at the rebound. Knocked down by Greg Hussey. Swept back to the point as Hoffman will handle. Looks across at Taylor McCloy. The pass is taken away. Here's a backhand bid all the way up ice. Creates a partial breakaway, but Lambrecht's backhand bid denied by Brent Moran. So we played a very staggered and segmented game at this point. Marksmen have had some opportunities, but now it's lulled to a slower pace as Draplock's shot rolls up the stick of Harrison Harper and out of play. 8:56 to go in the first period. Tanner Fraze's lightning fast goal is the only one we have. It's 1-0 Marksmen still.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. 1-0 Marksmen leading with 8:56 to go in this first period. Face-off will be in the Marksman end to the far side circle. It's a long delay before the puck is dropped, and eventually the face-off won by Shane Bednard. The Marksmen send it ahead to center. What a pass! Here's Baston on a breakaway. Had his stick lifted from behind. This is going to be a penalty, and will it be a penalty shot? The answer is no. Taylor Best is going to say it should be, and he's got a legitimate gripe here. That fit every criteria for a penalty shot. Don Oliveri is going to say the exact same thing. It will not be granted, so the Marksmen will go right back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. So we've told you during our Ask the Voice segment, we've had it talked about here before, player has to be going right down center, have a clear scoring opportunity that is taken away by an infraction, and I think the only count against Best on that last play is the defender cutting was stride for stride with him until he pushed away at the blue line, but I'd still say that that should have been a penalty shot, and I guarantee that's what Taylor Best was looking for there. So the Marksmen 0 for 1 on the St. Peter Pest Control power play, 0 for 5 on the weekend, go right back to the man advantage, and this isn't a great start as this pass eludes the stick of Don Oliveri, who will saunter back to grab it in his own end. Quickly brought ahead by the Marksmen, but the pass to the near wing for Glover is intercepted and iced one more time down to Brent Moran. Oliveri is going to take a long time to look up ice. And Corey Melkert, I think, is a talented coach at holding his face, but he does seem to be a little disappointed with his arms folded over his chest, watching along here, propped up on the back glass. This is handled at the point by Andrew Lane to Brian Moore at the top of the near circle. He'll send behind the net for Taylor Best. Looking to center for McCloy. Best will pull it out of the traffic, finds Moore. Moore looking for a lane, sticked up, and now Andrew Lane fires. His shot was knocked down by the stick of Hussey and bounces behind the net. Here's a centering feed to McCloy. Bounces through everybody. The Marksmen are going to get it right back. At the blue line, Brian Moore, winding, will work to the near side corner. Brian Moore. Right back behind the net. He'll twirl with it. Moore hanging on to the puck all the way up at the blue line. Finds a man in the middle as this one's pushed just wide of the far side face-off circle. Everybody resetting as we go back to even strength. Moore cracks a slap shot. Knocked down by Hussey. And the Mayhem will clear. This will be icing if it reaches the goal line, and it does. And that can be tough because Macon has had the penalty kill unit out there for a significant amount of time. So the face-off will go to the glove side of Hussey. The all-black pads with the black Rambo shirt. A statement look for the native of Medford, Massachusetts. Up to the point. Here's a quick snap wrister by FX Girard. It's deflected up and out of play in the high slot. And we'll get a pause with 6:29 to go in the first period. Quick turnaround for the Fayetteville Marksmen as they'll take on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs on Thursday at 10 a.m. for the annual school day game here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And folks, that is an unbelievable atmosphere. It will be loud, it will be rowdy, and it's normally one of the loudest games for any team that holds a school day game throughout the course of the year. This one is high up in the air as FX Girard tried to lower the boom on Ulmer and missed. Marksmen had the puck parallel with the face-off circles in their own end. A headman looked to the center of the red line to Matt McNair is chopped away to the bench side boards. Marksmen will grab it at their own blue line. Glover loses the puck through traffic. And the Mayhem will backhand into their own end with Kerrigan working back behind of Greg Hussey. Just settling the play here. 5:40 to go in the first period. 1-0 Marksman lead on a goal from Tanner Fraze just 21 seconds into the contest. Here's a pass to the near boards. Brian Etter will backhand it along the near side rim. Going to chase after this one is Lambrecht. And a hard hit delivered behind the net sent Lambrecht on a spill to the far corner. Mayhem will take it to Brian Etter. The near side point, a cross-rank pass is shot on goal by Soper, but it's blocked on the way through as the Marksmen look to find it. Line is held here and dumped right back in as Hoffman will go to chase for the Marksmen. Hoffman will backhand to Bednard. He'll bob and weave at the red line before giving it to Taylor Best up the near wing. Best finds Biesinger. He'll backhand into the high slot. He was looking for Bednard to cut free, but he could not. And the loose puck is taken by Soper as he'll work to the far side boards. This one is out, and it'll be dumped in by Cody Rogers. Behind the net, 3 marksmen are to it against 1 member of the Mayhem. Fayetteville digging for the puck. Up the near side boards it goes as Draplook providing the pressure here. Quick shove delivered to the back of Best. Knocks the puck free. Harrison Harper sends it up the near boards. Intercepted. Caleb Cameron driving. Stepped on the puck and lost his footing. Into the far corner it goes. The marksman looking for it. Here's Best. Bracing for contact. Will send to Bednard. He'll try to work behind the net. He's upended. We've got a delayed penalty upcoming. This is going to go against Macon. A tripping call. And Fayetteville will go to the man advantage for the 3rd time in the period. Right after this. 4:09 to go in the first. 1-0 Marksmen.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
.409 to go in the first period here in Fayetteville, North Carolina on Rocky versus Rambo night. The Fayetteville Marksmen in their gold Rocky uniforms. The Apollo Creed red, white, and blue boxing trunks. And the white socks to evoke those high-top boxing sneakers. Face-off will be to the blocker's side of Greg Hussey, who's turned away 6 of the 7 shots he's faced. Just to put this in perspective right now, shots on goal at the end of the first period in last night's contest were 14-12 in favor of the Mayhem. And here the game just hasn't had that same flow. Marksmen are leading shots on goal 7-5 as we dwindle down to the final few minutes of this first period. But this has been one of those games that for Corey Melkert, I have no doubt he would call this first period purposeless. Andrew Lane will give across to Taylor Best as the Marksmen will go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Brian Moore on the puck here. Backhands off the near side boards. Taylor McCloy comes to scoop it up. McCloy slides by his man to the far boards. This will be dumped off the end wall. So the Marksmen will be able to hold the line in the form of Brian Moore, who walks along the blue line. Across for Oliveri, tees up a slap shot, sticked away by Hussey. Taylor Best to the rebound, finds Moore, who will quarterback this. Moore to Oliveri, all the way across the ice to Taylor Best at the bottom of the near face-off circle. Best bumped, holding possession here. He'll get some help from behind the net from F.X. Girard. Wins it to McCloy on the near boards, all the way across for Oliveri, stepping to the bottom of the near circle. He'll give it up to the point for Moore. Brian Moore, stick handles once, curls to the middle. Moore, probing, will backhand to Best at the top of the near circle. Gives to Oliveri between the rings. He fires, knocked down by Hussey, and Brian Moore finds the rebound. Marksman power play unit not moving around a lot as Brian Moore will backhand to Oliveri, sends to the slot. He was looking for Best, missed him too far with the pass, and Macon will send this all the way out. Good crowd here on Rocky versus Rambo night, but it is not a boisterous crowd by any stretch of the means, with 10 seconds to go and the penalty to Caleb Cameron for tripping. Marksman will bring it across the attacking blue line one more time. Centering pass goes wide of the stick of Taylor McCloy. The Macon Mayhem will pick it up. It's Dakota Ulmer brings it ahead. Ulmer loses the puck at the red line to Bednard. He turns up ice for Biesinger. Slides by one man. Lost the puck to the last defender there. It was Devin Brink getting back. Turning with it here is Bednard as he'll give to Cup, who pushes across for Zach Hoffman. Hoffman using the big frame, gets across the blue line. Hoffman sweeps at it once. This puck's up in the air and skated right back by Dakota Ulmer. Ulmer drives by Hoffman, lofts the puck as Moran will melt it down. 94 seconds to go in this first period, and for Corey Melkert and company, this has been a clunker of a period. I think part of that is because Zach Desjardins' group has done a very nice job of clogging the middle of the rink, and they really haven't allowed a lot of good scoring opportunities. And this is why, and I said it last night during Marksman postgame, and I think it bears worth mentioning again, you know what you're getting with Greg Hussey. He's got 2 wins on the season, doesn't have a ton of ice time, but I thought the way this Macon group played in front of him in their win over the Marksmen 8 days ago was remarkable. And unlike yesterday, where this ballooned out of control late in the first period, the Mayhem are in a really comfortable spot. This is right where they want to be in an attacking position. If they can go into the locker room down 1 or better, you're not going to have any complaints. Zach Desjardins looking on. It was interesting watching his interaction with his players in the locker room hallway as well. An encouraging coach, and was going to each of them during their warm-up. It reminded me a lot of someone patrolling an NFL sideline, talking to all 53 guys on the roster for that given game day. And jovial conversation, approachable guy. And you hope for his sake, for a guy like Desjardins, that he's going to have the opportunity to turn things around. Behind the net, Tommy Biesinger crunches Ethan Bush-Anderson as the puck will roll ahead to Mikkel Junk. Junk will backhand into the high slot, looking for cutting, taken away by the Marksman. But the pass stretches too far for Drake Glover. 40 seconds to go in the period. Behind the net's Brent Moran. Set things up for Andrew Lane, who will poke it ahead looking for McNair. This is intercepted. Harvey, the last man back with a good defensive play, blocks a pass as Lane finds the puck, sends it up to the blue line, but the Mayhem will hold the line. Eder tries to move it right to the middle of the ice. It hit his own man in front. So the Marksmen will swarm to the loose change. 15 seconds to go and one last chance, 2-on-2. McNair driving in onto Drake Glover. This will go to the far side corner, taken by Kowash. He'll give into the middle. One last rush up the rink as this is Eder looking for a shooting lane, and that is where the period will come to a close, but not before a hard collision at the far side goalpost. We'll make sure everybody gets up okay after that. Shots on goal through the first period. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, 8. For the Macon Mayhem, 6. Where it counts on the scoreboard, the Marksmen have a 1-0 lead. We'll be back to recap the first period right after these messages. This is Marksmen Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
We welcome you back to Marksmen Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, you guys scored 3 goals in the first. You scored 3 goals in the second. You told me yesterday you were looking to get back to the way your team played hockey. Did you think you guys accomplished that last night?
No.
What are you looking for to be able to see your team get back to hockey? For a lot of fans, they see the goals. They think that is a sign of improvement, and certainly it's going to help you win hockey games. But what are you looking for as a coach and some of the finer points of the contest?
Habits, details, the things that are actually important during the playoffs. Playing a full 60 minutes, not just 35 or 40, things along those lines. I think obviously a tough game to play when you get up by that many goals late in the game, but to be honest, our third period wasn't very good. Our details were bad, our habits were poor, and we kind of left our goaltender out to dry. So hopefully we can be better tonight.
Speaking of your goaltender, Jason Pulaski, saw a high volume of shots last night, made some saves. Was it good for you to see him get back in net with a little confidence-boosting win?
Yeah, he was good. Obviously he's a good goaltender, and when he got called up earlier in the year, he's likely probably the best goalie in this league. So, like I said yesterday, it's a good problem to have when you have 2 elite goaltenders like us.
Looking at some of your new defensemen, Andrew Lane and Miles Harvey making his SPHL debut last night, what did you see from those guys, and what was your assessment of the way they've played so far?
I think Andrew has a lot of talent, and I think his ceiling's really high at this level. I think with some more experience, he'll be a really good player. Obviously he skates well, he sees the ice well, he can move the puck, kind of all things you need to play in today's game as a defenseman. So, I think he'll turn out to be a really good player. And obviously Miles hasn't played in a while, so, last night was just getting his feet wet, and, look for him to improve here moving forward.
You also bring Brian Moore back into the lineup, somebody that you've had high praise for. You have the fight there in the third period. It looked to me like you were having communication between the bench and the ice regarding that. Is that anything you can share with us?
Yeah, he was just asking me if he could fight, and I said yes.
Is it nice to have a guy like Brian Moore back in the locker room and somebody that can help in offensive production and also potentially add to some team toughness?
He's the best player in the league, so yeah, it's nice to have.
Any specific thing you're looking for against this Macon team tonight as you start to head toward the very middle of this 5-game homestand?
Yeah, for us, it's just playing our game for 60 minutes and being, mature enough to play the game the right way, and the game in its entirety. I don't think we will look not to have lulls in our game. Just want to play our game and, like I said, kind of be mature enough. We have a lot of older guys in that dressing room that should know what it takes to play, different styles of team. So that's what I'll look for tonight.
Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's original double, Chicago dog, and a turtle sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I apologized. I don't think I told you we were going to give you an opportunity to hear Corey Melkert's pregame comments again. We do apologize for those of you following along with the Marksman Radio Network. Those of you on Hockey TV have heard the story already, but I'm having to split time between being a ringside announcer here on Rocky versus Rambo night and coming back up here to bring you the game. Shouldn't have any more technical difficulties throughout the duration of the contest, but thank you for your patience. Hope you enjoyed the opportunity to hear what Corey Melkert had to say prior to tonight's contest. I thought it was particularly insightful as we put the first period on reset for you. It's one that starts rapidly with Tanner Frey scoring his 13th of the season from Jarrett Cupp and Matt McNair. And you thought this was going to be a period that maybe the Marksmen could run away with and put really a stamp on it like they did in yesterday's contest. And that's not at all what happened. And partially I think that's the Marksmen having a team-wide struggle to be consistent in their style of play. But the other thing is I think the Macon Mayhem have done a nice job of clogging up the middle of the rink, and they haven't created a ton of quality scoring opportunities. They've struggled to hit the net with only 6 shots on frame so far in this contest. But I do think the Macon Mayhem did a really nice job of taking away opportunities for the Marksmen, and it's one of those things that now the onus is on Fayetteville to find a way, as the better team on paper, to come back out and find a way to better the strategy of the Macon Mayhem. I mean, this is a ball that is squarely in their court. I think the Marksmen got caught playing with a lot of pressure on their shoulders to get 4 points last weekend. They got upended, and it hasn't necessarily just sparked a brand new attitude for this hockey team. In fact, it's been a group that you have seen give an effort to spin the tires and get a little bit better, but it hasn't been all the way better so far. And I think that is a point of frustration for this Fayetteville group and for Corey Melkert. He had talked about that it had been FX Girard that had been one of the better players throughout all of the weekend last weekend. I thought FX Girard played a very nice game yesterday. Taylor Best had a hat trick, but it seemed like that was much more relegated to a situation where he was finishing plays. And obviously you need somebody who can finish, as that puck just managed to find his stick over and over and over again. I thought that was really, really well done by him. But overall, it hasn't been this star-studded performance by the Marksmen, and they'll need to find the right way. Meanwhile, I think for the Macon Mayhem, the strategy is rather clear. You want to remain strong defensively, but I think the other thing is you also want to find a way to create some more offensive opportunities. They've had some success driving down the near side boards, but often they found themselves in a position where they've been pigeonholed to staying in the outside lane, and they haven't put anything into a difficult area or a challenging area for the Marksmen defensive group. And I think that is something that they've got to find a way to do rather consistently. And we'll see if that's the adjustment they're able to make. Certainly the game is there for the taking. Through 20 minutes, it's only a 1-0 hockey game. It'll be a lot of fun to see how this game wraps up down the stretch. I think the second period could be critical for both of these two teams. We'll get a really good look at both of these squads in this middle portion of regulation. We'll step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back from it, we'll take you around the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentist and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We've showed you fire. We've showed you heat. And now, we'll tell you what it all means. For the first time in team history, we'll rebrand for one night only, giving a nod to a cultural icon that has blazed trails and scorched taste buds. The only question left, do you fear the Reaper?
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world. of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you on Hockey TV and the Marksman Radio Network. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. Right now, the Marksmen and the Mayhem, the only action going on league-wide. But dropping the puck here in about 45 minutes, the Knoxville Ice Bears hosting the Quad City Storm. This is a matchup that impacts the Marksmen rather seriously. If Fayetteville can finish the effort tonight and have an opportunity to scoop up the win with a Quad City loss, the Marksmen are actually going to hop in to 4th position. They will have the home ice advantage in the playoffs if they're able to get to 4 and hang on to it. Good news for the Marksmen is they do have 3 games in hand left to play, more than Quad City's already played, and of course a critical 2-1 series victory a couple of weeks ago right here in Fayetteville. A little bit later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Evansville will take on Birmingham at home. Vermilion County will go to Huntsville tonight at 8, and then the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, in bad need of a win, will take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers at 8:05. Keep in mind the Rail Yard Dogs will take on the Marksmen on Thursday, March 17th at 10 a.m. for the Marksmen annual school day game. That's going to be a lot of fun. The lower bowl will be filled in its entirety, and we'll start working into the upper decks with school children coming to get their educational workbooks provided by the Marksmen and their lunch, as well as to watch what should be a really fun matchup between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. One quick visit across the SPHL league standings. Huntsville in front with 74 points. Peoria 1 point behind them with the game in hand. Knoxville going tonight, they have 72 standings points. Quad City with 64 in 4th. The Marksmen with 63 standings points are in 5th. Pensacola in 6th with 52 standings points. Evansville in 7th with 47. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs occupy the 8th and final SPHL President's Cup playoff spot as they have 43 standings points. The Birmingham Bulls with 33 are in 9th. Macon with 19 and 10th, and the Vermilion County Bobcats are the seller of the league with 13 standings points. Second period puck drop between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem comes your way next.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's original double, Chicago dog, and a turtle sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, ready to drop the puck on period number 2 between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem. Tanner Fraze scored 21 seconds into the contest. His goal, the only one, and the Marksmen will begin the period with possession of the puck, looking for a little bit more offensive success. Here's a centering pass, turned toward the net by Fraze. It goes off of the Macon defense, and here come the Mayhem across the red line. Carried in by Lambrecht, who will backhand to the near side corner. He centers in front. Moran seals. They score! I think that'll be Michael Snow's goal as he went charging in. Moran looked to have the net front sealed. The puck squeaks between the leg pads and in. And 25 seconds into the second period, the Macon Mayhem tie the hockey game at 1. And that's why we told you for the Macon Mayhem that first period is a victory, because it gives you the chance to go on to the attack early and not really have to worry about what your opponent's doing. And that's one I think Brent Moran would like to have back. It looked like he had everything sealed off, but a puck-size hole at the 5-hole is what allows Michael Snow to tie this hockey game at 1. So here we are in the middle round of this fight on Rocky versus Rambo night. And both teams have been able to land a punch. Pushed ahead as the Mayhem are into attacking ice. Holding on to it here is Drapluk as he backhanded forward, looking for Lambrecht. Now Drapluk intercepts at the blue line. Drapluk will turn the puck back for Dakota Ulmer. Ulmer slides by his man. Here he goes. Ulmer with a wrist shot low. Moran steers it to the far side corner. A backhanded pass will be taken up ice. It'll be dumped in by Taylor McCloy. And chasing here is Brian Kerrigan. Kerrigan peering up ice from in back of Greg Hussey. And Hussey doing his job so far, keeping his team in it, but this will be icing against the Mayhem with 18-13 to go in the second period. Keep an eye on this for Greg Hussey, too. Watch his movement. That's where the Marksmen had success on Hussey, was getting him to move across the length of the net. And that's why taking away the middle of the rink is so important for this Macon defense. Hussey, not the biggest goaltender, officially listed at 6 foot, and that may be giving an inch. And you've got Brent Moran at the other end at 6'4". Brought ahead, is driving in is Koash. He'll peel off with a puck and backhand to Mikkel Young. Young centers right off of a Marksman skate, but the line is held by Soper. Andrew Lane ties up his man. So it'll be taken by Mikkel Young again on his backhand. Shovels one toward the net, punched out by Moran. Into the near corner it goes, turning with it Dakota Ulmer. Ulmer had his stick popped by Taylor Best. That'll send the puck right back out to center. Marksman forced a turnover there. Best into attacking ice by a couple defenders. He's got the puck on a string, and Hussey seals at the top of the goal crease. He'll hang on as Best crashes to the end wall. Strong save by Hussey, challenging right at the top of the goal crease. And that's a really, really good stop on one of the better scorers in the SPHL. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Hussey. 17:25 to go in the second period. Michael Snow tying the game for the Mayhem. Shots dead even. 9 apiece for these two teams. As the Mayhem clear up the near boards. Hoffman tries to punch it ahead. Glover had it taken from him, and the Marksmen will reset to the far side wing. Everybody scrambling for it as Gerard will take a turnover. Flings to the far wing. Here's Glover in front to Fraze on his backhand, and Hussey seals again. Greg Hussey with back-to-back saves right at the top of the goal crease, doing himself and his team proud. Face-off will be to the far circle in the Mayhem end. Same group out for the Marksmen. And the draw is won by the Mayhem to the far corner. Brian Etter chops it in the air, back behind the net. The Mayhem will start the breakout. Given to the near wing, is driving here is Lambrecht, lost the puck, and the Mayhem are offside as Devin Brink tried to carry it back across the blue line. 16:53 to go in the second period. Slower pace of play certainly favors the Mayhem. It's a team that is much more deliberate, and I don't think the Marksmen are a run-and-gun team by any means, but Macon very much known for being deliberate and does a lot better when they have time and space to work with. So we'll see how this period progresses. As the Mayhem have the momentum from the goal, but ever since, neither team has really been able to capitalize on anything. Snow, the goal scorer, gives to the far wing before it's given all the way up to the point. Driven in here by Soper. His wrist shot knocked down by Brent Moran before it's spun right back in. Behind the net, this will be taken up ice as Don Oliveri will skate this puck ahead. Hard takedown at center as McCloy got tied up, I believe, with Koash. Now a chance 2-on-1 for the Mayhem. A quick wrist shot knocked down by Moran. The rebound scooped up into center. Moran got a piece of it. The rebound loose, and the Marksmen clear to the far side corner. Great chances for the Mayhem here early in the second period. Marksmen clear, maybe a breakaway chance. Furthest man up ice is Brian Moore, forced into the near side corner. Brian Moore holding in that near side corner, looking for some help. He's double teamed. Coming to knock it free is Bednard. Bednard kicks the puck forward. It's still loose, rolling. Dakota Ulmer will sweep it to the far side boards, and it's just soccered back out to center, where Andrew Lane will dump it in. My goodness. Brent Moran came up so big so many times in the 3-2 loss on Friday. May have to make another save here as Young's drive goes off the stick of Jarrett Cupp, and well out of play. 15-18 to go in the second period. 1-1 the score remains. So a face-off won by the Marksmen as they'll try to clear this one all the way up and out, unsuccessfully on the first go-round. I do apologize to you. I believe I misquoted earlier saying that Jamie Dorsey was out of the lineup. That's wrong. He is. He's just into the lineup wearing a different number than what he was scheduled at. He's wearing 21, not 28 as he was initially listed, and not 40 as the league website had him listed. So my apologies. Jamie Dorsey is in, registering 2 shots on this hockey game so far. That last one was he and not Kyle Soper. Driven in here by Bednard as he sends it low off the end wall. The rebound bounces in. They score! What a fortunate hop off of Hussey and in. And barring a deflection, that should be a goal for Taylor Best. Based on the replay being shown on the video board here, I think Taylor Best used Greg Hussey as a backboard, and that puck went in. So the Marksmen will take the lead here on a goal for Taylor Best, and what'll be his 17th of the season. The Fayetteville Marksmen back up in front. Dumped in by Brian Kerrigan. He'll send Joe Draplick to go chase it. Back behind the net, McNair working against Draplick. Will get some help from Miles Harvey. This is a takedown. Harvey gets away with it. The Marksmen are right back out across the red line. FX Sherrard drives down the near side wing. Throws Snow as he gets to the hash marks. Gives it up to the point. Zach Hoffman with a low wrist shot off the inboards. Rebound scooped up by the Marksmen. Rolling with it here is FX Sherrard. Sends it all the way across. This is delayed offside, and the Marksmen are offside. 13:40 to go in the second period. Just as soon as Macon ties it, Taylor Best gives the Marksmen the lead. It's Fayetteville 2, Macon 1.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
13:40 to go in the second period of this one. The Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Macon Mayhem by a count of 2-1. Face-off will be in neutral ice after the offside call. 13:40 to go in the second period. The Fayetteville Marksmen look to finish the year with 14 wins and 15 tries over the Macon Mayhem. A loss tonight for Macon would mean elimination from playoff contention. The Macon Mayhem have not taken a standings point in this building all season long. McCloy loses the puck in the feet of Ulmer. The line will be held by the Mayhem. The far side blue line. Driven into the far corner by Kerrigan. Plays it behind the net. This is Mikkel Young. Young hanging on to the puck, sends it in front. This goes off the skate and will be scooped up by Devin Brink. He'll give to Soper, who fires a low wrist shot that was blocked on the way through partially by Taylor Best. The rebound in the far corner, pulled free by the Mayhem. Here's a chance at the back door, and Soper fanned on it. Ended up in the net himself as the Mayhem will hold the line. Young overtaken by Oliveri, but it's turned over, now a chance. Devin Brink at the near post, he centers, well defended, puck still loses the slot, off the goal post, and McCloy will clear it out of harm's way. 3-on-2 for the Marksmen the other way. McCloy will give to Brian Moore. To McCloy, he works in front. Hussey says no, and Brink clears it off the end wall, but not out. Here's the reset to Andrew Lane. In the near side corner, turning with it Best. Saucers into the middle, calling for it back. He's got it on a one-touch play to get around of Kyle Soper. Best holding the puck on his backhand to his forehand. Diving play made, the puck not out. Best to the far side corner for Bednard as he's got Moore lurking in the near side wing. Has to send it to the point instead. Cup winds and fires a low wrist shot wide of Hussey. Brian Moore picks up the rebound. He'll trade places with Andrew Lane. Moore at the blue line, nearly double teamed as Koash was following him. Cup holds the line. Jared Cup has a lane, has to work to the far side hash mark though. Couple feet behind the net for Brian Moore, spinning away from pressure as he's matched up one-on-one with Taylor Cutting. Andrew Lane will sweep all the way across. Here's a snap wrister on the way through. It's blocked and sent sky high up in the air. That one is in the penalty box and out of play. Was it clean? No. Judgment was Ethan Bush Anderson sent it off of his stick and out of play. No penalty, but the face-off should stay in the Marksmen attacking end with 11:37 to go in the second period. Ian Krinsky consulting with Derek Boehm. And it looks like the officials will agree that that is the correct call. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Greg Hussey. It is won by the Mayhem. The near side corner board. Zach Reimers has it. Lost possession of the puck as he was hauled down on the way back by Rogers. Now a pass to Reimers. Reimers trying to slide by his man that was Eder. Eder will end up taking the puck and sending it up to center. Carried ahead by Rogers, who will jump up into the rush as he slides to the near side wing. Low wrister by Koash, turned away by Brent Moran. The rebound to the near side corner. Here's a long drive by Jamie Dorsey, deflected up and out of play by Moran with 11:07 to go in this middle frame of regulation. I think critical for this Macon Mayhem coaching staff to see Dorsey get into the lineup this weekend. And as we told you during Marksman pregame, the Macon Mayhem do have a fragile hope of a playoff berth. It is dwindling by the minute, of course. Every bit of time they're down, and they're keeping an eye on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs as well. They need Roanoke to lose out, and they would need to win out themselves to make the playoffs. But there's a lot of spirit with this group, and they will not be afraid to play spoiler for teams that they face in their final 10. Snow, the goal scorer for the Mayhem, sends it to the far side corner. Hoffman engages with his man there. That's Draplick. Joe Draplick will send it up to the point. Here's a long, low wrist shot. Misses well wide of Moran. The rebound to the near side boards is handled by Macon. Snow feeds the point. He was looking for Eder, but the pass misses him wide, and the Marksmen are going to get to it. 2-on-2 as they cross into the attacking zone. Long wrist shot by Gerard, swallowed by Hussey. .10:21 remaining in the second period of this one. 2-1, Marksmen leading the Mayhem. And the face-off will go to the blocker side of Greg Hussey again. Won by the Mayhem, sent to the near wing for Dakota Ulmer. He'll push it ahead of the red line. Maybe a chance here. On his backhand, probing is Devin Brink, tripped up. Gives to the point, Ethan Bush Anderson swings as Cutting fired a shot that was blocked immediately by Glover. Now McNair working on his man, knocked the puck free. Cutting holds the line once, cannot hold it twice, but Mikkel Junk is back to center, and he's got it. Junk will turn the puck over to the Marksman, who will dump it in the form of McNair. Back to retrieve it here is Taylor Cutting. He'll be pressured by Tanner Fraze. Cutting will send it up the near side boards. This will be backhanded out. Oliveri, pressure for the puck. He turns it over. Here's Ulmer with a shot. Big rebound. Floated right back out through center. That will force Cutting and Bush Anderson back to retrieve it. This is Bush Anderson, who will dump it in with help from Devin Brink. Moran out of his net to backhand to the near side corner. Given ahead, but the Mayhem will take it at the red line as Dorsey will fling it to the far side boards and in. Brent Moran plays it behind the net for Harrison Harper. He'll start the break out to the far side wing. Driven in by the Marksmen. He's peeling away here is Brian Moore. Backhands to the point. This is intercepted by Macon. Could be a 2-on-2 if they hurry. Driven in by the Mayhem is good pressure on Draplook. This puck's in the far side corner. Backhanded all the way to the point. Long wrist shot swallowed by Brent Moran. 8:51 to go in the second period. We're beyond the halfway point in this one, with the Fayetteville Marksmen leading 2-1.
Marky? Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Fayetteville Marksmen enjoying a 2-1 lead here at home on Rocky versus Rambo night with 8:51 to go in the second period. The goal scorers for the Marksmen are Tanner Fraze and Taylor Best. And the goal scorer for the Macon Mayhem is Michael Snow. The Mayhem have created chances. Brent Moran with a handful of big saves in this second period. And I think this will tell you just how spirited this Macon group is playing hockey. Right now, they're outshooting the Marksmen 21-13. And just in this period, mind you, just in this period, they're outshooting the Marksmen 15-6. And we're barely beyond the halfway point in this frame. Here's a pass to the far side boards, intercepted by the Mayhem and dumped in. Marksman will go back behind the net to chase it. Best, the most recent goal scorer, will give to Taylor McCloy. His cross-ice pass for Brian Moore. Hits him. Here's Moore. Driving. Wrap chance. Hussey seals, but I think it went off the outside of the net. Brian Moore with a crushing blow as he dropped Taylor Cutting in the near side corner. To the far boards as the Marksmen try to set things up offensively. This is turned over. The Marksmen will commit a penalty here. This is going to be slashing against McCloy as he clearly took the stick out of one of the Mayhem hands. And for the first time this hockey game, the Fayetteville Marksmen will go on to the Freddy's penalty kill. 8:06 to go in the second period. The penalty to McCloy, 2 for slashing. Keep in mind, the team that has had the most success on the power play of anybody in the SPHL this year against the Marksmen is on the ice dressed as John Rambo. Last night, the Mayhem made it 8 power play goals scored against the Marksmen this year. And that's stunning considering that the Mayhem power play overall has been in the bottom 3 of the league almost from the word go. Let's see what happens here for the Mayhem man advantage. First time they've had it this hockey game. Koash winds and fires a wrist shot. That's off the stick of McNair and out of play with 7:52 to go in this middle frame. A lot of long looks by this Marksman coaching staff at what's going on in this hockey game. And we'll get a false start off this faceoff to reset. And I really do like the word Corey Melkert uses when you've got a game like this. It's purposeless. It's purposeless. And you do wonder what the diagnosis is for a team like the Marksmen who have really played to the level of their competition. I mean, these were great matchups here in Fayetteville against Quad City and Pensacola. Here's a drive from the point. They score. That'll be Jamie Dorsey. His first as a member of the Mayhem on a seeing eye wrister from the point. It's 9 power play goals on the season for the Macon Mayhem. And it's 2-2 as we go down the stretch in the second period. So the Macon Mayhem hang around. They find the strength they've had all year long against the Marksmen. They score a power play goal to even this one up at 2. And we'll see what the response is to this. It is Jamie Dorsey's goal, his first point as a member of the Macon Mayhem. And just as we were telling you how good this power play unit had been and about how the Marksmen had played to the level of their competition, high or low, the Macon Mayhem have remained steadfast in their effort, and they've tied this game at 2. Marksmen will send it from the point. Hussey knocks it down. The rebound cleared to the near boards as Draplick will push it ahead. Dumped in by the Mayhem, all the way back behind to Brent Moran. Scooped up here by Macon and pushed to the near side boards. Holding and looking for a lane is Soper as he'll play it into the near side corner. Hard hit delivered there as Ulmer got the better of Oliveri. Long shot from the point. Moran will clear it himself. Behind the net, this is Mikkel Junk. Working behind the net, Junk will take the puck on his forehand, near side boards. Centers off of Shane Bednard, who pirouettes and is able to get this one beyond center. But this is going to be icing against the Marksmen with 6:24 to go in this second period. 2-2 the score. Mayhem out shooting the Marksmen 24-14 through this hockey game. This one is rather interesting to me, as I think this has taken on even a more interesting storyline than the game the Mayhem won 8 days ago. I think this is a more back and forth hockey game, and I also think that the Marksmen are put in a position where instead of being the team chasing, they're the team being chased, and this is a new role for them. .6:17 to go in the middle frame of play. It's been a much slower game overall, and we'll get a whistle from Phil Russler, the linesman, as he'll be the one to eject the center from the circle, or excuse me rather, Bednard will be allowed to take the draw. It was a misset by Oliveri. Here's a chance to the front, they score. Right off the draw, the Macon Mayhem take the lead on a little push play, and the Macon Mayhem have a 3-2 lead in this hockey game. That's going to be Mikkel Junk's goal. That's a crafty play from center, too. Junk dunks in behind everybody. Head fake, backhand, forehand, and into the back of the net. And the Macon Mayhem have scored 3 goals here in this second period, and they have a 3-2 lead on the Fayetteville Marksmen. Fayetteville looking for a little revenge. Here's F.X. Girard down the far boards. He centers over the stick of Greg Hussey and everybody. Girard coming back to pick up the puck, sends it to Andrew Lane. He'll sweep across. Lane with a low wrist shot. Hussey finds it and melts it. First time this hockey game, the Macon Mayhem have had the lead. And ever since last night's third period, you could argue Macon's been the better team. Face-off will be to the near circle in the Macon zone. McNair will take it for the Marksman. A rare loss in the circle for him as Jamie Dorsey plays it off the end wall to Brian Etter. Right up through center as the Mayhem get it ahead of the red line on the far sideboards. Into attacking ice and just chip forward for Chris Hunt to go chase. Hunt bumped on the way through as this puck comes right back up in the air. Girard plays it baseball style to Matt McNair, and he'll skate down the far side boards. A centering pass goes off of 2 sticks on the way through. Lane trying to hold the line. He cannot. Here's a big hit delivered as Lane is bumped, and the Mayhem are right back into attacking ice. By his man is Koash. Spins a backhander on net. Cut down by Brent Moran, and a line change coming for the Mayhem. The Marksmen break it out up the near sideboards as Tanner Fraze tried to push it up ice for Jarrett Cupp. Fraze will dump it in, bouncing it down the near side half wall. Draplick backhands it again. Fraze turning to dump it in for Fayetteville. The Marksmen will go to chase with a new group out. This is Taylor Best who will provide pressure. Skated ahead calmly. So Lambrecht will give to Caleb Cameron. He looks to center to a man driving to the back door. In the way of that one was Miles Harvey. Backhands to Taylor McCloy. He turns it over. A big rebound off the near side pad of Moran. And the Marksmen survive with a jump scare. Here's Brian Moore. Lays it forward of his man. Moore in the far side corner. Bumped once. Maintaining possession of the puck, the Charlotte native will dump it down to McCloy, trying to get some help from Best. Moore instead will have to take the puck himself. Shoots it to open space for Zach Hoffman. Trying to dump it in. Hoffman turned it over instead, but the Mayhem clear at the length of the rink, and this is icing. 4:08 to go in the second period of this hockey game, and the Macon Mayhem have stunned the home crowd here in Fayetteville. They lead 3-2.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
3-2, the Macon Mayhem leading the Fayetteville Marksmen with 4:08 to go in the second period. All three goals for the Mayhem scored in this frame. It's Michael Snow to open the scoring just 25 seconds in. Then Jamie Dorsey on the power play, and Mikkel Junk on a set play off the faceoff. And I'll be frank with you, and I'll try to dig through my old score sheets and see if I can come up with an answer. I can't tell you the last time the Macon Mayhem led here in Fayetteville. And that's how much of a shock this has turned into. And you may be able to hear it on the crowd mic. You know that very disturbing, quote-unquote, sound of silence where it just feels like a balloon's popped in the building and you get that almost deafening silence? That's what it's been like in this building, especially after the Mayhem scored. Taylor McCloy on the far side boards, tries to dump it in. This is intercepted. Headman look, nearly sprung a breakaway, but this is going to be icing against Macon with 3:34 to go in the second period. A lot of wide smiles on that Macon bench right now. We'll see how this turns out down the stretch. Bednard sweeping after the puck. He's bumped from it. Soper plays behind the net. Mayhem will break it out on the near boards again. Cup leaps to hold the line against Lambrecht, but good pressure coming from Draplick allows the Mayhem to get it back out to center. Here's Caleb Cameron down the far boards. Draplick there as support, holds the line. Draplick fires, big rebound again over the stick of Caleb Cameron. Cameron will play it behind the net. It rolls up the dasher at the midway point between the boards and the glass. Taken there by Cameron. He backhands into space. Taken by Tommy Biesinger. Stick handling as he looks to get around of Chris Hunt. He does. Biesinger will start things up on the breakout. Biesinger will chip to Shane Bednard. Bednard still in his own end, looking for some space. Bednard up the near side boards, plays it ahead for Biesinger with one hand. Biesinger trying to hold the line, taken down from behind, will keep going. Biesinger coughs the puck up in the far side corner. It'll be taken by the Mayhem and floated right back up to the neutral zone. Lane will play it there to Don Oliveri, who will scoop it down the far side boards. Trying to get around his man is Reimers. He does with a pass to Best, who fires. He scores! The Marksmen tie it up. It's Tanner Fraze again, 3-3. You take a hit to make a play, you find a lane, you shoot, and you score. Tanner Fraze with his second of the evening. And we're back to square even here in the All-American City. Andrew Lane will dump this one in. The goal will come 17 40 into the period. A bouncing puck behind to Brent Moran, one free to Andrew Lane. Lane knocked down as Harvey comes to find the puck. He's unable to get it out, and now Lane is bumped again. In the near side corner, the Marksmen will one-hand this one ahead. This is Taylor Best. Best crossing the blue line onside, sets up Harvey for a one-timer that misses wildly wide. Taylor Best picks up the rebound. He centers, a chance for the Marksmen, pushed wide by McCloy. The rebound in the near side corner, handled by Jamie Dorsey. He'll find Mikkel Junk. Junk skates it up for himself. 90 seconds to go in the second period. Junk will dump it in. Oliveri, glove to stick legally, will find Brian Moore. Gives to the near side boards. McCloy drops for Moore. Moore centers, a bouncing puck in front, knocked down by Hussey. The rebound is picked up by the Macon Mayhem. Fielded to the far wing as Zach Lambrecht fans on it once. He'll put it into space. Macon will be content to get out of this period tied if they can. Off a body, tipped on the way through, no icing as the first man in is for the Macon Mayhem. Turning with it here is Draplik. A backdoor pass denied. Draplik will get his own rebound. Joe Draplik sends it into the near side corner. He'll send Lambrecht chasing. A takedown right in front of the net. It's a hard spill suffered by Cameron, and he's gingerly getting off the ice. Mayhem reset from their own end. A headman pass is intercepted by Best. Ahead of the blue line, he backhands into the near corner. Chased down there by Brian Kerrigan, who reverses field to the far boards. Kerrigan gives to Snow, gets it right back in his feet. Backhands up ice. He was looking for Lambrecht with less than 30 seconds to go in the middle frame. Best pulls the front puck free. Maybe a chance for the Marksman. He'll backhand to Brian Moore. Moore spinning away from pressure, holding on to the puck. Feeds to the far wing for FX Girard, who will play behind the net to Drake Glover. Bodied up there, Glover knocked away from the puck. This will be lifted ahead. Here come the Mayhem with just 5 seconds to go in the period. This is Chris Hunt, who's ahead of the attacking blue line. Lost the puck to Miles Harvey, and through 40 minutes of play, we remain dead even. The score, the Marksmen 3 and the Mayhem 3. Shots on goal in the second period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 9, and a game total of 17. And for the Macon Mayhem, they finished with a whopping 22 and a game total of 28. Folks, it's going to be a fun conclusion to this one. Third period puck drop comes up in about 20 minutes. Coming up after this break, we'll recap the second period for you, and we'll also answer a couple of your listener-submitted questions. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We've showed you fire. We've showed you heat. And now, we'll tell you what it all means. For the first time in team history, we'll rebrand for one night only, giving a nod to a cultural icon that has blazed trails and scorched taste buds. The only question left, do you fear the Reaper?
We welcome you back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins alongside you on Hockey TV and the Marksman Radio Network. This was a wild and wacky second period where we finally got to see a little bit of offense, and it was interesting to me to see the way the Marksmen responded. The gauntlet had been thrown down early, just 25 seconds into the period, and Macon does a nice job to respond. We told you it was a big win for them to get to the first period intermission, trailing by only one. They immediately seemingly tie up that hockey game as Michael Snow cashes in for his third of the season, 25 seconds into the frame. Snow's goal would create an offensive onslaught in that period, as, believe it or not, we would actually see 5 goals in the frame, 3 of them by the Macon Mayhem and 2 by the Marksmen to even us up. Fayetteville would get the next one as Taylor Best sends it from the far side corner off the backside of Greg Hussey and in, using him as a backboard. And then the Macon Mayhem just seemed to have the answer on solving the Marksman penalty kill, as this time it's the newest Mayhem, Jamie Dorsey, who finds the back of the net on a seeing eye wrist shot from the point to tie the game at 2. And then just 3 minutes later, Mikkel Junk, driving off of a face-off, beats Brent Moran on a good little head fake and finish. The Mayhem had the lead in that second period, but not before Tanner Fraze gets the puck from Zach Reimers down the far side wing. He fires, and with a crisp, clean finish, beats Greg Hussey to tie things up at 3. As we told you how big of a win it was for the Mayhem to get off at the first period intermission down by just 1, I think it's equally as important that the Marksmen got to the second period intermission in a situation where the hockey game is tied. And I think now this is one that you really have a close and sharp look at if you're Corey Melkert, knowing that it's going to be right there for the taking. You've just got to find a way to get your guys on the same page. Marksmen are going to be favored in this one, even in the third period, and it has not been a pretty game by any stretch of the means. But don't count out the Macon Mayhem. Zach Desjardins, all year long, I think, has done a very nice job of having his team prepared, and they played really, really well against Fayetteville so far this season. That hasn't changed here tonight. This has been, quote-unquote, that Super Bowl-like mentality. And yes, you face this team a grand total of 15 times now. You've only come away with the 1 win. It doesn't matter. This is about playing for pride for the Macon Mayhem, and they're bearing the logo proudly and really doing themselves proud, I think, tonight. And again, you don't know how this shakes out, but I can tell you that it's been a very entertaining hockey game. and I think it's going to be a really fun finish that comes right down to the wire. This is going to be one that you most certainly do not want to miss. We'll step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll take you into the broadcast booth to answer some of your listener-submitted questions. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Look at our yard.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins alongside you as the Fayetteville Marksmen are tied up with the Macon Mayhem through 40 minutes of play. Time to bring you into the broadcast booth for our Ask the Voice segment, where we endeavor to answer some of your questions about the Fayetteville Marksmen or the game of hockey. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey. This one is going to be for those of you academic minds. It comes from Steve, who is listening, I believe, somewhere in the Sand Hills area. Steve wants to know, do you think the Marksmen may be trying to force too much to the center in the offensive zone? This is a great question, and I think this is one, Steve, that really shows an educated mind watching the game. And it's tough to say because the Marksmen really haven't had a lot of turnover at center so far this season. It's been Shane Bednard, Taylor McCloy, and Matt McNair, unless one of those guys has been injured, and in which case it's been kind of a piecemeal at that point. But the center position hasn't changed. With the exception of McNair, you've got veteran players like Bednard and McCloy, and obviously you want to put the puck on their stick when you can. I actually don't think it's a matter, though, of forcing the puck too much to the center. I think that's the game plan. I think it's to get the puck into dangerous areas. But at the same time, the Marksmen have had plenty of success with Tommy Biesinger driving down the wing. They've seen success with Taylor Best driving down the wing. Brian Moore here at home has been a fantastic addition, and he's been on the outside as well. So I really don't think it's a matter of pushing the puck too much to the center, so much as it's a matter of being a little bit crisper with your passes overall. I mean, yeah, it can look like the puck's going to go to that center ice dangerous area, especially in the slot right in front of the net. But I don't think it's been a problem to move the puck in toward the net front. I think it's been a problem with passing all along, that when you're not crisp, you're not crisp. And that's just been the problem for this team when things aren't clicking offensively. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to realize the Marksmen have scored 147 goals this season. That's right in the middle of the pack for the SPHL. They've allowed only 107, which is the third best to the SPHL. Many kudos there, of course, to Jason Pulaski and Brent Moran for holding down the fort. But to answer your question succinctly, no, I don't think they're trying to force the puck into center too much, but you would like to see a little bit more crispness on the passes. Our other question comes from Warner, and Warner is listening in North Carolina. He's out there in Red Springs in Robeson County, and Warner wants to know, what does the upcoming schedule look like for the Fayetteville Marksmen, and how does it impact the race for playoff standings? This is a great question, Warner. Up next for the Marksmen, it's a 3-game home weekend. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs will make their way into town Thursday for the school day game, and then the Birmingham Bulls will finish out the weekend on Friday and Saturday in their only trip to North Carolina this season. The Marksmen will then go on a 2-week-long road trip, and I think this is where things get really, really interesting, and here's the reason why. It's 3 games in Pensacola, and then 2 games in Huntsville. So those are games you want to win. If you're the Marksmen, you're going to get a real good litmus test on where you are against the Huntsville Havoc. And I think that'll tell us a lot about who the Fayetteville Marksmen are as an organization and what they can do in the playoffs. And then finally the Marksmen return home to take on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. Ultimately, the Marksmen could get as high as 3rd place, I'd say. I don't think that's out of reach. It's going to be difficult to climb that 11-point ladder so late in the season for a regular season SPHL championship. But for the Marksmen, they're in a very nice attacking position. They're poised to be able to do something great. I think this is a team that has some good assets, and it'll be interesting to see how they finish things out down the stretch of the year. That'll do it for us on our Ask the Voice segment. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back after this to take you around the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Fayetteville. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We'll start things off with the game that impacts the Marksmen the most, and that's the one going on in East Tennessee right now between the Knoxville Ice Bears and the Quad City Storm. Knoxville has a 1-0 lead halfway through the first period at home. Evansville and Birmingham dropping the puck in about 15 minutes. Vermilion County will visit Huntsville in about 15 minutes, and in 20 minutes, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs will take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Folks, right here in Fayetteville, it's been a dandy. It'll take the final 20 to determine a winner. We'll bring it to you next.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home.
We welcome you back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, as we are underway with our final 20 minutes of play here from Fayetteville, as Brent Moran will melt the puck in a 3-3 tie between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem. On the line for the Marksmen, an opportunity tonight to break the Marksmen single-season wins record. And that may seem odd because the Marksmen have been a really good hockey team the last 2 years that they've played. But you look at the first year of this team as the Fayetteville Marksmen, an uninspiring 11 wins. and then 17 the next year. COVID-19 takes away a season after the Marksmen had won 31 and were poised to do a lot more than that. But nonetheless, some history on the line here for Fayetteville as Fraze goes crashing after the puck. This is Hussey who will knock it back behind the cage. One of the Mayhem defenders is without a stick, as losing his on the play was Drapluk. Picks it back up as McCloy will shovel up to the point. So up to the near boards, Harrison Harper with a long wrister, sticked out by Hussey. The rebound is into the protective netting with exactly 1 minute gone by here in the third period. Face-off will remain in the Marksmen attacking end here, and very, very important period, I think, for the Marksmen, as they do not want to hemorrhage 2 points, knowing especially right now that Knoxville has a lead on Quad City. You're going to run out of chances to do something special eventually, and for the Marksmen, you really don't know how many you're going to get. Here comes Macon. Devin Brink pressured by Oliveri, as Oliveri will find Andrew Lane. Lane sends it up to the red line, but it's dumped right back in. Brent Moran will stop it before it hits the trapezoid. Mayhem will chase and force a turnover. Up to the point. Here's a slapper through traffic from Kerrigan that's knocked down on the way through by Zach Reimers. Picked up on the bench side boards by Fayetteville, and the Marksman will dump it in. Hussey out of his net to stop it behind the cage. Scooped up there. Devin Brink will hold on to the puck, sweeping to the far side boards. Brian Kerrigan will dump it in. Moran calls out orders to Miles Harvey. He's pinched on the end wall. Harvey gets away from the pressure with his head up. Zips it all the way up the ice. This hops over the stick of Ethan Bush Anderson. Chased down by the Marksman, and a hard shoulder delivered against Brian Moore. A rare play for him to get knocked off the puck, but he is here. Harvey will sweep it across to Hoffman, who will dump it in. Hussey sets it on a tee behind the net again. So the Marksmen go to chase. This is Brian Moore hanging on to the puck. He's got Taylor McCloy in the near side corner. McCloy tried to tuck it at the near corner. He can't. Moore picks it up. Toe drags with it. Now to Harvey. His shot blocked. And the rebound is spun on goal by McCloy, but swallowed by Hussey with 17:27 to go in this third period. Both teams just looking for a chink in the armor. And without speaking prematurely, I do believe whoever scores next is going to win this hockey game. Brian Etter zips it across for Michael Snow. He's already got 1 goal in this game. Played back behind the net as bodies collide. This puck jostles free all the way to the far side point. Be held there by Dorsey. He gives in front. They score! What a touch pass in front to Zach Lambrecht, who beats Brent Moran 5-hole, and the Macon Mayhem are on top 4-3. Mercy. So right back to center we go. The Marksmen have put this one up for the taking again, and very, very eerily similar to last Friday's win for the Macon Mayhem. It's a third period lead. This one has a little more time to milk off. Here comes Macon right up the middle. Ulmer slides by a hit from Oliveri. He gives all the way back. This wrister's caught and held onto by Moran. 16:40 to go in this hockey game. 4-3, Macon leading. They've got 30 shots on net already. The Marksmen have only 20 on to Greg Hussey. Face-off in the far side corner. McNair will take it against Koash. Koash wins it. Here's a quick wrister just by the ear hole of Moran and wide. Chris Hunt backhands to the middle, stolen by McNair, and he'll push it up for Drake Glover. Glover spins it off the near sideboards. It'll be scooped up by, I believe that was Snow, who sends it over to the far side boards. As we told you last Saturday, the Mayhem jerseys, for as good as they look with the bullet band going around the shoulder to the waist, it actually cuts off the back number, making it difficult to read for anybody who has double-digit numbers. You can normally make a pretty educated guess based on that second digit, but some will trip you up. Here's McNair in the near side corner. He'll be pushed by Coash as this puck works its way to the near side boards, and Coash will play it back behind the net. Makes it worse when players will tuck in their jersey. Hunt lays a hit on Hoffman as he'll play it forward for Tommy Biesinger. Biesinger trying to get around Kerrigan. He can't. Sends it up to the point. The Marksman will backhand it into attacking ice. Stolen away by Kerrigan. He's back out to center, clearing it only to the red line, though, as the Marksman reset. Reimers trying to make his way around Etter. He cannot, as Etter will send it ahead. Devin Brink, 2-on-1 defensively, awaiting reinforcements. Brink tried to spin a pass into space. This one's deflected as Lane will dump it in with Biesinger going to chase. Ethan Bush Anderson on the puck. Sends it up the near side half wall. Bednard escorts him into the corner. Biesinger takes the puck, sends it all the way around to the far side boards. Biesinger winds and fires a slap shot. Blockered away by Hussey. The rebound to the near side hash marks taken by the Mayhem. This is Devin Brink. Gains the red line, shoots it to the far side corner where Dakota Ulmer will go to chase. Ulmer rubbed to the end wall with south of 15 minutes to go in the third period, and the Marksmen down 1. Here's Jarrett Cupp, an offensively minded defenseman who has been known to score in his career. Backhands to the point for Taylor Best. Slides across for Oliveri. He peels and fires a wrist shot that looked like it caught Caleb Cameron awkwardly. Cameron looking at his skate as he'll work to the far wing. Etter skates it ahead of the red line. He'll backhand to the far side corner. Scooped up behind the net by Harrison Harper. Harper going to try to do it himself. Sends it to the near side boards to Moore, but the Marksmen are offside. 14:22 to go in the hockey game, and the Macon Mayhem have a 4-3 lead.
Morning, Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Macon Mayhem trying to end a streak that has been years long as well, and that is not having a win here at the Crown Coliseum. There are going to be a lot of teams around the SPHL intrigued by how this one goes down. The Marksmen come back and are able to score 2 in the next 14-22 or more, and this will be an escape game. You get away from it, and you get prepared for what comes down the pipe next. However, if the Mayhem pull their second upset in as many weeks, it's going to put a lot of question marks right next to the Fayetteville Marksmen's playoff clinching X. At center, Moore hauls down his man as Coash takes the puck. A high wrist shot caught and held onto by Brent Moran. Melkert has been highly complimentary of his group. He's talked about Brent Moran in net. He's talked about Jason Pulaski in net. And I think that's been something to really key in on is the goaltending. And from a percentage perspective, Moran hasn't played poorly. I do think he would like to have the first goal back, which he thought he had sealed. But other than that, it's been screens, a good head fake, and a shot through traffic. Ulmer will take the draw here for the Mayhem. Wins it up to the point. Long hold by Kerrigan. His wrist shot misses wide of the near post. So the line will be held into the near corner. Scooped up here by Hoffman and played to the near side corner. Miles Harvey feeds it to the far side boards. It'll be taken by Brink, and he'll dump it in. You have to be careful here if you're the Macon Mayhem as well. It's great to get the puck deep, but you cannot just worry about killing clock, at least not quite yet. Zach Hoffman for the Marksmen feeds the far side boards as this one's brought ahead And Taylor Best will drive. That's Fraze. He centers to Gerard. A backdoor pass goes off of a stick. Gerard may have had a shooting lane. And now a chance through center ice. Held on to, and a backhand pass by Eder will spring a rush. Here's a hard hit delivered by Hoffman as he leapt in to an explosive collision. Marksmen bring it back the other way. There's a takedown on Gerard, who gets a shove in. And now we've got to keep an eye on the injured member of the Mayhem, who is very slowly making his way back to the bench. That may be Kyle Soper. Mayhem have the puck behind their own net. Skated ahead quickly by Caleb Cameron. He'll feed the far side boards, and going to chase is Drapluk. Drapluk ties up his man as Jarrett Cupp is roughed up. Gives the puck to Tommy Biesinger. He'll slide to the near side wing. The pass behind the intended recipient, McNair, but he's got lane there. Now McNair fires. Hussey got a piece of it with a blocker. Matt McNair picks up the rebound. A takedown on the play. McNair getting to the loose puck. McNair punished by Ethan Bush-Anderson. Matt McNair driving along with Tommy Biesinger, trying to find the puck as Corey Melkert has become a mad scientist with his forward group. Jarrett Cupp in neutral ice will find Bednard as Biesinger gets hauled down. Bednard pushing to the near side boards. Here's McNair. He gets a body check in as the puck squirts back out to the Marksmen end with 12 minutes to go in this third period. Pushed ahead to Bednard, who will chip it in one-handed. Macon going to chase. The Mayhem will pick up the puck, chipping it out to center. A bouncing puck's going to spring a breakaway chance for Snow. He's in. He fires, and he misses wide. Michael Snow got in behind everybody and stayed onside. Now the Marksmen have a chance, but a good stick check made by Michael Snow. Eder forced it ahead to Koash, intercepted by Oliveri. Now the Marksmen are into attacking ice. Moore knocked to his knees as Chris Hunt finds the puck, turns it over. Oliveri holding the line around traffic, finds Moore in the far side corner. Brian Moore gives up to the point for Harrison Harper. Harper steps into a backhand pass into the near side corner. Given up by McCloy to Harper. His shot through traffic, kicked away by Hussey. Now a takedown, and this will be a penalty against Macon. A tired takedown. And the guilty party for the Macon Mayhem is going to be Jamie Dorsey. So 11:08 to go in the third period. The Marksmen 0 for 3 on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. They're 0 for 8 on the man advantage on the weekend. And they are in bad need of a game-tying goal here. Face-off won by the Marksmen. Oliveri will start things up on the power play. Slap shot. He scores! The Philadelphia native on Rocky versus Rambo night ties us up at 4. That's a howitzer. And Greg Hussey had 5 bodies in the way. Smart shot by Don Oliveri, who has long led the league in the most shooting opportunities, most shots on goal, makes that one count. Back to even with 11 minutes to go in the third period. The goal will officially come 8:58 into the third. And now back at square one. Foot race for the puck. It's Harvey. Will drive to the near side corner, beats out Lambrecht. Harvey on his backhand will push it up and ahead. The near side boards, this one's just smacked up ice. So it'll be carried ahead by Caleb Cameron. Cameron winds and fires a great shot, and a better stop by Moran, and that one's out of play. This game has turned into a treat. The Mayhem have forced the Marksmen to awaken. The Marksmen will get a power play goal here. So we go back to 4-4. Face-off won by Fayetteville. Andrew Lane sends it up the near side boards. The line will be held by Eder. A low slapper is sticked out by Moran. So the rebound makes its way to Brian Moore. Moore carrying the puck down the near sideboards. He drives in. Moore with a wrist shot well wide. That may have been partially blocked on the way through. Now to the point, Jarrett Cupp will sweep it across. Holding and sending it off the end wall. The Marksmen get a rebound in front. Cupp fires, misses high and wide. Challenged, Hussey on his glove side as the Mayhem do get the puck out beyond the red line. Reset time for Fayetteville. Andrew Lane gets around his man. He'll dump it behind the net. Greg Hussey looked to stop it. It'll be taken instead by Dorsey. Dorsey will feed the far side corner. As the Mayhem have the puck, they cough it up. This is Taylor Best. He centers to McCloy. His shot stopped and held on to by Hussey. 9:30 to go in period number 3. We're knotted up at 4 here in Fayetteville between the Marksmen and the Mayhem.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
$9:30 to go in the third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem knotted up. It's been a game that's been up and down for both of these two teams, and the Marksmen looking to send the home fans home happy. Dumped in by Fayetteville. Hussey paws at it, knocking it down to play to Brian Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to get his way around Biesinger. He can't. Here's Tommy Biesinger spinning away with it. Up to the point, Oliveri tees up a one-timer. Greg Hussey flashes the leather and keeps us tied. As we just said, Rocky versus Rambo night. Don Oliveri and the Oliveri family, proud members of the community of Philadelphia. And we will see if Oliveri is the one to deliver a knockout punch here tonight. Marksman won the first version of Rocky versus Rambo night last Saturday in Macon. 4-1 was the final. Taylor Best had a hat trick in it. Zach Reimers with the insurance, the empty net. Now driving ahead is Snow as he just chips it forward. Taken by Draplik in the far side corner. All the way up to the point. Here's a long wrist shot. Tipped over top the crossbar as Cutting had a drive. On the near side half wall, this one's lifted up. It's Taylor Cutting trying to hold the line again. He can't, but Draplik will push it back to the defensive unit. Michael Snow will play pitch and catch with Ethan Bush Anderson. He'll dump it all the way down. Harrison Harper with a quick look over his shoulder, and he'll pick up the puck. Finds Oliveri, who will headman to Best. Best is the furthest man up ice. This is icing. Oh! A killer whistle with Corey Melkert and Jason Binkley holding their palms skyward, and that is going to be an admission of an incorrect call as the faceoff's going to be at the red line. And again, it is close with an angle play like that. That wasn't a close non-icing call. That was Taylor Best by a step and a half. Wrap chance behind the net and a hard hit delivered as taking a spill was McNair. Here's a slapper from Harvey, turned out on a good stop by Hussey. Could spring a chance for Ulmer, and Koash will take the puck, and now we've got a penalty. This is going to be too many men against the Mayhem. Oh, boy. Zach Desjardins with his leg propped back on the backboards, clearly frustrated with what will go down as a mental error penalty. And a little too lax on the change, and the Marksmen are going to get a chance to take the lead on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. They're 1 for 4 today. It's a draw won by the Marksmen. Oliveri tees it up again. This time it's swallowed by Hussey. That's been twice Don Oliveri has reared back and blasted it. And I don't know if he could hit 2 consecutive shots any cleaner than he just did. No traffic in front for that one, though. Good stop by Hussey. Everybody lurches forward. A false start off the draw. Everybody resets. The face-off is won by the Marksmen. Drake Glover digging after it. Instead, it's cleared all the way down by the Mayhem on a well-placed stick by Draplook, who will turn to the bench for a change. 7:40 to go in the third period. 4-4 the score. The Marksmen have roared to life here in this third period, but need one more to take the lead. Oliveri will quarterback the power play, pressured by Lambrecht. He'll pitch it behind the net, nobody home. This will be turned and cleared off Tanner Fraze. Battle time, and Caleb Cameron is able to win that one, dumping it beyond the red line. Marksman power play group trying to get a change. Here's Fraze, works in front. Hussey with the glove again. This time on Taylor Best, who roared in for a deflection off the Fraze pass, and Hussey says no. I don't know what the future will hold for Greg Hussey in his hockey career, but I can tell you he's going to have 2 memorable efforts. Already has a win against the Fayetteville Marksmen, and this has been a dogfight. Here's Moore, sends it in front. It goes off the skate of Eder to the far side boards. Played behind the net, and the Marksmen will take it at the near blue line. Brian Moore gives into the near side corner. Tommy Biesinger will take the puck as he peels away with it. Biesinger to Brian Moore now. Moore sends all the way across the length of the ice to Drake Glover, who will set it up to the point now. Andrew Lane with a low wrist shot, tipped on the way through. Hussey may have gotten a piece of it as it bounces back behind the net. The loose change picked up by Biesinger. He's one-on-one against Eder. Will have to backhand to Zach Reimers, who will take it. Reimers touches to Biesinger, gives to Moore. He fires up off the stick of Devin Brink and out of play. 32 seconds remaining on the power play for the Marksmen. Brian Moore had a lane, and Devin Brink met him tape to tape. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third period. 4-4 the score between the Marksmen and the Mayhem here on Rocky versus Rambo night. Marksmen are in the gold uniforms with the red, white, and blue trunks, white socks. Macon in the Rambo black sleeveless uniforms, navy breezers, black socks. Short-handed chance. Michael Snow again, working his way in. Moran says no! What a chance! Denied! Michael Snow's been everywhere. Moran on the breakaway. Now Brian Moore lifts it in, and Hussey's turn to have a big stop. And the Mayhem clear out to the red line. We return to even strength, just south of 6 minutes to go in this one. Brent Moran standing tall when it counts. Now Brian Moore taken down from behind. This will force a turnover. Moore wanted a penalty. He's not going to get one. Skated ahead by Kerrigan. He'll lift this one in. It goes off of cup stick, and it's out of play. Mercy. Brent Moran using every bit of that frame to throw the leg out and keep the puck out of the net on what would have been a go-ahead goal for Macon. Officials will deem that clearing and attempt happened from behind the blue line, so the face-off is in neutral ice. Won by the Mayhem nonetheless. They'll dump it in. Lane had the puck taken away as the Marksmen will get to it. To Tanner Fraze. Feeds it to the far side boards. Here's FX Girard. Hussey out to play it, and he'll just tap it to the far corner. Picked up there by Matt McNair. He's one-on-one with Ethan Bush Anderson, who wins the puck free to the far side boards. McNair gives it in front. A chance for FX Girard, and getting in the way of that one was Taylor Cutting. Now McNair picks up the rebound in the far side corner. Girard all the way up to the point. Lane with a wrist shot blocked on the way through. The rebound sent just high by Girard. What a shift by FX Girard, who had a breakaway goal in yesterday's contest. Now the Mayhem send it off the near glass. This is icing, but a great piece of awareness by Ethan Bush Anderson to know the clock was below 5 minutes. So no change, but a breather. We go down the stretch in Fayetteville right after this.
Marquis?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
.452 to go in the third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen looking for win number 14 of the season against Macon. The Mayhem trying to end the season series by winning 2 of the last 4. They win the draw in their own zone. Dakota Ulmer drives around Miles Harvey and is then punished on the end wall. Puck squirts to the near side corner. Tommy Biesinger will try to dig it free. Instead, it'll be one free by the Mayhem. Devin Brink in the far corner with cutting there. Swept to the front, and the puck taken care of by Bednard. Shane Bednard flips it all the way ahead. Hussey has the paddle down, and he's going to melt this one as we're going to get an altercation at the end as Bednard tapped the stick of Hussey. I'll be interested to see if there are any penalties assessed here. Doesn't look like there will be. Here's the thing, though. That is an unwritten rule of hockey. You don't touch the goaltender, especially when he's covered the puck. That by Bednard had intent behind it. That's exactly what he wanted to do, to see if he could draw a penalty and put his team on the power play in the final 4:23. But if you're Macon, you've got to keep yourself in this game. You cannot be a team that victimizes yourself by taking a late penalty. And that has happened to this Macon group before. It happened back on October 29th. It's nearly happened here. They gave the Marksmen opportunities in their win 3-2 on Friday. You just can't do it. You've got to stay in the contest here. Puck is lodged on the near side boards. Jarrett Cupp will take it, flings it toward the net. Hussey catches and hangs on. Stay locked in here. Greg Hussey and Brian Moore exchanging words. Brian Moore has played a lot of hockey in a lot of different leagues, as high as the AHL for 55 games in his career. There's some gamesmanship there. Face-off won by the Marksmen. This is Moore, who has to give it back to Oliveri, who had drifted beyond the blue line. Everybody resets for the Marksmen. Slammed in by Jarrett Cupp, all the way around to the kick plate. Moore will handle it here. Takes a pause with a good head fake. Lost the puck as he was double-teamed. Oliveri will dump it right back in. Hussey will leave it for Brian Etter. Capable hands of Etter. So he'll look up ice. Brian Etter back from his call up to the Jacksonville Icemen in the ECHL. A headman pass will be dumped in by the Mayhem. Moran will stop it and shovel it in the goaltender's trapezoid around to the far side corner boards. Cupp ran into his own man. Here's a chance for the Mayhem. Centering pass. Low wrist shot. Blocked on the way through as Caleb Cameron nearly had an opportunity. The Marksmen survive back out to center. Dumped in by Etter as he cleared it right into the Marksman bench. Out of play with 3:22 to go in the third period. .44 the score. The Macon Mayhem outshooting the Marksmen 34-31. Face-off will take place right in front of the Marksman bench. The draw is won by the Marksmen as they go into their own end to grab it. This will be picked up by Miles Harvey. Headmans to Fraze. Backhands to the driving Andrew Lane, who fires one toward the net, caught by Hussey, and he'll throw it to the far side face-off circle. I think that was meant to be a saucer pass that rode high. 3:05 to go in the third period. The face-off will be to the blocker side of Hussey. It's won by Macon. Brian Etter in the near side corner. Shovels it all the way across for Dakota Ulmer. Played ahead to Devin Brink. This puck is on edge. Brought ahead by the Marksmen at the red line, no further, and dumped right back in by the Mayhem. 2:50 to go in the third period. 4-4, the score remains tied. Marksmen will break it out up the far sideboards. This is FX Girard with his pass that bounces to Glover. He'll dump it in down the far corner boards. Chased by the Mayhem, and they'll pick it up behind the net. Skated ahead here by Macon, and turning with it here, nearly coughing the puck up, is Jamie Dorsey. He does, but will have some support behind him in the form of Etter. Sends it to the far side corner. Now Macon will reverse field wisely to get the puck out to neutral ice. Hoffman dumps it right back in. Nobody can go to chase as the Marksmen are offside, so Koash will reverse field and find Brian Etter. 2:10 to go in the third period. Marksmen and the Mayhem have played each other to a 4-4 tie through this much hockey. Tipped in by Michael Snow. The one man to go chase here will be Chris Hunt. Hunt, the former Carolina Thunderbird, blows by his man as Hoffman will find Reimers in the near corner. Reimers gives to Don Oliveri. He's tripped up crossing the blue line. No penalty. He wanted one. Still gesturing. Corey Melkert upset on the bench as well. Macon brings it ahead of the red line. Cody Rogers will drive with it here. Pushes it forward. Here's a backhand pass to center. A wrist shot. Moran with a huge stop at the top of his goal crease. 90 seconds to go in regulation. A good takeaway at the blue line as the Marksmen had to touch up their offside re-entering the zone. Here's the reset. This is Rogers ahead of the blue line. Pitches it all the way up sky high in the air. A smart play made with the hand by the Marksmen defensive group. This is McCloy with it now. Spins to Jarrett Cupp, who looks up the near wing. He's got more there, is unable to find him with a pass. Loose puck scooped up by Dakota Ulmer. He'll push it forward. McCloy takes it away, drifting back for Andrew Lane. All the way across to Taylor Best, who will pitch this one forward. Here come the Marksmen with a minute to go. Moore with a backhand pass to Best. In his equipment, he's got it settled. Best loses the puck on a good poke check, and Dakota Ulmer has it back out to center. Overskates the puck as he gets punished. Ulmer may have a second chance here as he ties up Andrew Lane. Puck is played right along the Marksman bench. Pulling free with it is Brian Moore. Moore has a little space to work with here. 3-on-2 defensively. Moore with a head fake. He's bodied up, tied up, manages to get the puck to FX Girard. Girard in the near side corner with 25 seconds to go. Spins all the way to the far sideboards. Played right back behind the net. The Marksmen looking for one more shot. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Worked up to the top of the near circle by Moore. He'll give a cross. Harvey now sets it up at the far side point. Oliveri shot blocked. Macon will pitch this one all the way out. Maybe icing here. That'll be quelched as Moran's out of his net to play it. Shoots it all the way ahead to FX Girard. One last rush for the Marksmen. Here's a wrister. Stopped by Hussey. We're going to overtime. Nearly a buzzer beater here in the season of March Madness. But no, 60 minutes isn't enough here in Fayetteville. We'll go to overtime right after this.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Well, here we go. Overtime for the second time in the season series between these two teams. The Marksmen took round one back on October 29th in a shootout. The Marksmen are 3-1 in overtime this season. All of their OT wins coming right here at the Crown Coliseum. It's been a great crowd on a fantastic promo evening. Greg Hussey will go to the net to our right. Brent Moran in the net to our left. Matt McNair, Don Oliveri, and Tanner Fraze, the Iron Three for the Fayetteville Marksmen. In every home overtime win except one, Brian Moore has factored in. Marksmen will possess the puck first on the far boards. This one's taken away. Here comes Macon with a good chance, but a great play made by Tanner Fraze back checking. Looking for Oliveri up the far boards. He's unable to capture it. This will be taken instead by the Macon Mayhem and worked into the far side corner. Scooped up by Draplick, and the Macon captain will leave it in the neutral zone. Skated ahead by Soper. Punches around Oliveri, holding on to the puck here as he knocked over his own man with his momentum. Taken by the Marksman in the near side corner. Now sticks converge right there. Marksman trying to find this puck as all three go into the corner, and they do. And Fayetteville will try to settle the pace of play here. McNair will wisely drop it back for Oliveri with a minute gone by here in the overtime period. Oliveri will await reinforcements. Tommy Biesinger and Taylor Best will be the new forwards. Played to Best, up the far side boards he goes. Matched up one-on-one, will trade places and drop for Tommy Biesinger. He'll bury his head, working toward the front, sends it off the far toe of Greg Hussey. And now a chance for Dakota Ulmer with speed. Ulmer with one man to beat. A diving play made by Best. Moran makes the save. The rebound loose, so the Marksmen have it. A headman look all the way ahead. Biesinger trying to keep his engine going. This puck will roll to Greg Hussey, and the Mayhem will hold it. Good chances both sides. Now another headman look. Near breakaway for Ulmer, but this time Jarrett Cupp is back to quelch that opportunity. Cupp drops Ulmer. The Macon fans of the far side wanted a penalty as their arms went up, none given. Tommy Biesinger driving ahead 2-on-2. Biesinger around his man, has the puck in the near side corner. Biesinger coughs it up and a chance for Macon the other way. 1-on-1 and a late trailer coming. Snow hits his man right in front of Moran with a paddle down. He'll melt it. 2:56 to go in the overtime period. Man, oh man. Chances both ways and both goaltenders standing tall. Face off to the far circle in the Fayetteville end. McCloy will take it for the Marksman and he'll win it directly back. Miles Harvey, veteran defenseman, was the captain for the Providence Friars, will bring it ahead. Here's Harvey. Looking for a lane, trying to get around his man and does to the far side goal post. He works to the far hash. Harvey tied up in the far corner. Harvey is able to get a backhander to McCloy. His shot rolls up a Macon stick and out of play. And you like to see that type of possession from the Fayetteville Marksmen. But I really think the Mayhem have done a nice job at keeping themselves in a position where they can make defensive plays as well. This face-off will be to the blocker side of Hussey with 2:33 to go in this overtime period. Won by the Marksmen. Looking for a lane here is Brian Moore, who's been a hero on a few occasions. Thrives with space. He's got 2 game-winning assists, never the goal for himself. Moore rotating here, using McCloy as a screen. He turns it over. This is Mikkel Junk, back 2-on-2. Junk trying to get around Moore, blows by him, fires a wrist shot. Moran says no. He wants to play it out. Miles Harvey will turn back behind Brent Moran, looking up ice. Harvey will pitch it ahead. Skating forward here is Brian Moore, 1-on-1, stick handled one too many times. Hussey calmly takes the puck, and he'll melt it with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go in overtime. The Marksmen do have a point to their name, so officially they have tied the Quad City Storm in points. They have the tiebreaker by virtue of the fact they played fewer games. This face-off is won to Don Oliveri, who walks along the blue line. Oliveri's got space in a lane. He fires. He hit the inside of the goalpost, and it bounces out. What a shot as Oliveri rings it off the near side post. Will keep going. 100 seconds remaining in overtime. Driven down the far boards. Here's a chance. Dorsey fires. The shot is blocked, but the Marksman can't get to the loose change. A whack at Lambrecht. He centers. This pass is taken away. Bednard with speed. Dorsey will match him up. Here comes Best as the trailer. Chipped forward, but a miscommunication will force a turnover. Macon has it at their own blue line. Given away to Best. Best fires. He misses high. Bednard corrals the rebound on the far side boards. Turning with it here is Shane Bednard. He'll work all the way back to the red line. Everybody's got to touch up. Marksmen are onside. Bednard curls and leaves it for Don Oliveri. Centers for Best. He fires through traffic. Blocked away by Hussey. In the far side corner, Bednard will dump it to the goaltender's trapezoid. Here's a headman look and maybe a chance for Draplik. He's in with the trailer. Feeds it across. Wrap around. No shot comes to the opportunity. Just a misplayed spacing as Michael Snow had an opportunity to first fire the puck initially and then on a wrap chance. Fanning on the shot here is Soper, and the Marksman will get it out. Tommy Biesinger to Tanner Fraze. It's a 2-on-1. Fraze loses his footing twice, and Michael Snow picks up the puck. 26 seconds to go in overtime. A quick glance up at the clock. Macon will push the pace. This is tipped, so no icing. 15 seconds to go. The Marksmen are the first in. We haven't gone to a shootout since game 1 of this series. We may not. Last chance to dance for the Marksmen. Moore fires. It's blocked. 2 seconds to go in overtime. Time is going to run out on a breakaway opportunity. We are heading to a shootout here in Fayetteville. The first time this season in Fayetteville we will go to the breakaway competition, as you have been treated to a wild and wacky hockey game here tonight. SPHL shootouts follow the international format. 5 shooters for either team. You can repeat shooters after number 3. If we're still tied after 5 innings of the shootout, it will become sudden death. The Marksmen, as the home team, will have the option on whether or not to shoot first. And they will take the option to shoot first. Or at least seemingly they will. It'll be Taylor Best to go first. Goaltenders go back to the ends they started the game on. Greg Hussey playing a remarkable game. Marksman will shoot first. Taylor Best against Greg Hussey. Here comes Best, right up Broadway. Deeks fires and Hussey gloves him. So a good start for Greg Hussey. He wasn't particularly challenging on that breakaway. Never got higher than the top of the goal crease, but stayed firm in his positioning. Up next for Macon will be Mikkel Junk. Junk driving in from the far face-off circle, a low wrister, and he scores. Macon leads in the shootout 1-0 after the first inning as Mikkel Junk puts it in the back of the net. And here's Don Oliveri, one of the elder statesmen for this team. He scored once on a blast on the power play. Oliveri deking in, forehand, backhand, slides it 5-hole and scores. One. We'll see who the Macon Mayhem will throw out here. Difficult to read the numbers as they come off the bench. This is going to be Taylor Cutting. Cutting at the far circle. He dekes in and lost the puck. Through 2 innings, it's a 1-1 shootout. Brian Moore will be the next to shoot for the Fayetteville Marksmen. This could be the ace in the hole for Fayetteville. Moore's been bottled up all night. Here he comes. Walks in. Deeks. Hussey says no. Hang on. Oh, we've got a fight. Moore and Hussey pushing and shoving at each other. In a shootout, no less. That's unreal. Everybody will settle as Macon will send their next shooter. It's Joseph Drapluk who will take the opportunity here. We're going to get a pause, and I'm not sure what this is for. It's a game misconduct penalty on Brian Moore. So now the shot will come from Drapluk. He's down the near side, cuts to the middle, fires. He may have hit the iron. As the puck sails high, Moran didn't know where it was. Tommy Biesinger will be the next shooter. Biesinger will start slowly. He's got hands. The Boston, Massachusetts native Deeks fires and misses wide of the far post. This is where moments get tenuous. This is arguably the most important shot of any shootout. A goal here means that you can win one of two ways, with a save or a goal in the final attempt. It's Devin Brink who opened the scoring in Friday's win by the Mayhem over the Marksmen. He holds, fires, Moran got a piece of it, dragging the leg pad, will go to the final inning of the shootout, tied up 1-1. The last shooter will be Drake Glover for the Marksmen. Glover works to the near side faceoff circle, tried to slide it low. He's shut down by Hussey. It all comes down to this. It's sudden death from here on out. Zach Lambrecht, once a Knoxville Ice Bear, now a chance to play hero for the Mayhem. A wrister, and he sends it over the crossbar. Let's keep going. Why don't we? It's Don Oliveri, who scored in the first round, who will be the shooter here in sudden death. On Rocky versus Rambo night, here comes Don Oliveri. Oliveri fakes the slap shot, digs to the backhand, he scores! And he issues the challenge back to Brent Moran. The game belongs to Brent Moran now. Devin Brink to keep us going. From the far circle, holds, fires, Moran says no! It's over! The Marksmen win it in the shootout! What a hockey game! What a victory! And the Fayetteville Marksmen have set the franchise single-season record since becoming the Marksmen. 4 wins. What a game. The Fayetteville Marksmen come away with a 5-4 win in the shootout as they defeat the Macon Mayhem 14 out of 15 times this year. We'll be right back after this to put this on reset for you. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where the Fayetteville Marksmen complete an absolute thrilling victory over the Macon Mayhem by a final count of 5-4 in the shootout. This game was wild and wacky from the start and certainly did not disappoint by any stretch of the means. The Marksmen opened up the scoring relatively quickly in the hockey game as Tanner Fraze scores just 21 seconds into it. You thought the Marksmen were going to have another one of those games where the offense was going to click, and it could have very well been one of those that got out of hand. The Macon Mayhem had plenty to say about that as they answer rapidly in the second period, scoring just 25 seconds into it. And from that point on, it was as true of a dogfight as you can have. Both teams were trading opportunities and trading goals. In the second period, we saw 5 goals scored. It was Michael Snow to tie the hockey game, then Taylor Best to answer, and then on the power play, Brian Dorsey with his first as a member of the Mayhem makes it 2-2. Macon actually took the lead not much longer with Mikkel Junk driving toward the front of the net. Junk scoring to make it 3-2. The Marksmen were able to find an answer as once again they get a contribution from somebody that has always seemed to be there, and that's Tanner Fraze. Whenever you need a big goal, it always seems like it's come from Fraze, and just a huge goal there to tie that game up going into the final frame of regulation. The Marksmen would hemorrhage the first goal in the third period as it's scored by Zach Lambrecht, but Don Oliveri gets it back as the Marksmen finally break through on the power play. It was not easy for the Marksmen down the stretch, but they are able to find a way to get the job done in the shootout. Brent Moran coming up big in overtime, and just a massive win for the Marksmen as it was not their cleanest game in history, but it was one for them that is meaningful, and they have set the franchise record for single-season wins with that victory. Congratulations to Jason Binkley and head coach Corey Melkert for all the work they've done in order to get that goal accomplished. As the Fayetteville Marksmen will slide into 4th, at least for the time being, as they will await the result of Quad City and Knoxville. Folks, that'll do it for us here in the broadcast booth. The final score, one last time, in overtime. The Fayetteville Marksmen 5 and the Macon Mayhem 4. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night. And Knoxville.